Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel Conflict Zone. Please subscribe and like my videos because today we are diving deep into one of the most shocking developments in the ongoing war. Ukraine has launched a surprise attack that has reportedly caught Russian forces completely off guard, creating a dramatic shift in the battlefield narrative and raising new questions about military readiness, strategic intelligence, and the future trajectory of the conflict. This incident has stirred global attention, and we are breaking down every detail for you with clarity and precision. From the exterior perspective, the situation appears straightforward. Ukraine initiated a highly coordinated strike involving drones, artillery units, and rapid response infantry movements. What makes this attack stand out is the seamless execution that targeted both forward Russian positions and key logistical hubs. The exterior look of the battlefield after the strike shows destroyed armored vehicles, burning supply depots, and disrupted command lines. Analysts suggest the attack was meticulously planned in secrecy, making Russia's response slow and fragmented in the crucial first hours. Satellite images released shortly after the incident show massive columns of smoke rising from Russian installations, indicating the scale of destruction and the boldness of Kiev's strategy. Moving inside the situation, the interior details reveal an even more complex and calculated operation. Ukrainian commanders reportedly used real-time intelligence gathered from Western surveillance systems, local reconnaissance teams, cyber monitoring, and frontline drone scouts. This allowed Ukraine to map Russian troop rotations, identify blind spots in air defenses, and pinpoint the exact moments when Russian units were least prepared. Inside the command structure, Ukrainian officers rehearsed the operation multiple times, ensuring that every unit knew its role precisely. The communication channels were heavily encrypted, and the attack window was selected during a weather shift that temporarily reduced the accuracy of Russian radar systems. Interior planning also included deception tactics, such as fake troop movements, radio silence, and false logistical buildups, successfully misleading Russian reconnaissance units. The morale inside Ukrainian units was reportedly high, as soldiers viewed the mission not only as a tactical strike, but as a symbolic pushback, demonstrating resilience and capability. Meanwhile, inside Russian positions, the sudden impact created confusion, with reports of troops scrambling to restore lost communication lines while armored units attempted emergency repositioning under pressure. This interior chaos is a major factor behind why the surprise attack became so effective so quickly. When assessing the performance of the strike, it becomes clear that Ukraine achieved multiple objectives within a very short time frame. The attack dismantled several ammunition storage sites, disabled radar arrays, and forced Russian forces to reconfigure their defensive posture. Performance-wise, the strike showcased Ukraine's growing expertise in drone-assisted warfare, precision targeting, and synchronized unit movement. Drone swarms overwhelmed air defense batteries long enough for artillery teams to fire high-precision rounds that hit their intended targets with remarkable accuracy. Mobile infantry groups advanced rapidly afterward, ensuring that damaged Russian units could not immediately regroup. The performance also highlights the evolving nature of modern warfare, where speed, precision, information, and mobility often matter more than sheer firepower. On the safety features side, Ukrainian planners took clear measures to minimize civilian harm and safeguard their own units. Civilian evacuation protocols were put in place hours before the attack in nearby populated areas, reducing the risk of collateral damage. The strike zones were selected to avoid residential regions, focusing mainly on military installations, transport routes, and supply nodes. As for troop safety, Ukraine employed anti-missile systems and drone jamming devices to protect their advancing units. Medical evacuation teams were placed on standby, and armored carriers with enhanced protective features escorted frontline battalions to shield them from counter-fire. This careful attention to safety made the operation not only effective, but also responsible within the constraints of wartime reality. The unique selling points of this entire operation are what set it apart from previous offensives in the region. First, the level of secrecy and timing was unprecedented, allowing Ukraine to strike before Russia could predict or counter. Second, the integration of cutting-edge drone technology with cyber intelligence created a hybrid battlefield strategy rarely seen in earlier stages of the war. Third, the mission demonstrated Ukraine's increasing independence in planning and executing large-scale operations, signaling a shift from reactive defense to proactive precision offense. Finally, the psychological impact of catching Russian forces off guard has boosted Ukrainian morale while raising serious concerns within Russia's military command about potential vulnerabilities. Regarding the price of this operation, it's important to clarify that price in conflict terms refers to cost in resources, equipment, manpower, and strategic risk. Ukraine invested heavily in drone production, artillery shells, anti-electronic warfare systems, and sophisticated intelligence support from partner nations. Financial costs likely run in the millions, but Ukraine deemed it necessary to achieve a breakthrough on a heavily contested front. The price for Russia, however, seems far higher. Destroyed equipment, disrupted command lines, damaged morale, and the need to divert significant resources to rebuild and reinforce affected areas. Strategically, the attack forces Russia to rethink its defensive posture, which may prove even more costly in the long run. In conclusion, Ukraine's surprise attack marks one of the most significant developments in recent months. It demonstrates Ukraine's ability to combine technology, intelligence, and synchronized unit operations into a powerful offensive strategy. Russia's delayed response exposes vulnerabilities that may influence the direction of the conflict moving forward. As the world watches, both sides are expected to make rapid adjustments, but for now, this operation stands as a turning point that may redefine the momentum of the war. Stay tuned to Conflict Zone for more updates. And don't forget to subscribe and like the video to support the channel.